Hey everyone, this is my Patreon part reaction to the 22nd episode of Zetsuen no Tempest. And last episode, we finally found out the truth about Aika's death after so long. After so many theories and theories being proven wrong and new information being presented and things being debunked, we finally got our answer. And the answer was just she killed herself. And that's really all there was to it. One interesting thing was that there was discussion about Hakaze killing her for whatever reason, but in the end, it was more like she was trying to save her, trying to stop her from killing herself. But no, in the end, it couldn't be changed, as typically is the case in time travel fiction. What happens is just going to happen. There's usually no change in it, and when you do try to change things, they usually just spruce things up. But yeah, Aika believed her death was for the best, and regardless of whether or not we agree, that's just how it's gonna have to be. So, yeah, we are approaching near the end of the show. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens for these last couple episodes. So, let's get into it and find out. 3, 2, 1, play. E-N-I, E-N-I. Yes, even though I love you so much, you still had to die, apparently. Because life is very clearly not fair. Really should just read all these lyrics for once. In my head. I think the song is supposed to be from Hakaze's perspective. Although I'm not sure. But I think so. Very personal song. There's a lot of I's and we's and stuff. Like, it's clearly from someone's perspective. But anyway, let's get into it. Going somewhere, I guess. And, yeah, this is clearly a flashback. I did think they looked younger. Okay, so this is like their first meeting. Wow. Great view. Someone who will be important to you at some points. Aika. Wow, it's the name of the episode. I expect to get a lot of her. Of course. Well, where does that leave us? Yeah, but we gotta do what we gotta do. So she is back, okay. I thought she might be back there longer, but guess not. Yeah, I figured. I got that much. Yeah, that was quite a twist. Yeah, that's the question. Yeah, gotta give him the letter. They might, but Maybe not. Flash drive. I bet everyone's hoping there's nudes of Ika on the flash drive. Yeah, that's the truth is finally out there for everyone. There's no real murderer for you to go after. I mean, what do you do with your feelings of revenge at that point? When there's no target for it, really. That'd be pretty horrible. Yeah, you're not that stupid. She did do what she thought was right, so... Yeah, what are your thoughts, Yoshino? That is kind of rude. And she does not resemble a guy, trust me. I mean... Yeah, it couldn't have been fun to do that, but it had to be done. And after all that, they're concerned with her. Yeah, there's no real point in putting blame on anyone with this. Yeah, yeah, at the end of the day, that's what it was. Really can't blame anyone else. Aika's always right. And then we have our new gen Major Exodus over there. Oh, damn. Who did that? It wasn't Hanamura, was it? Hey, calm down, dude. Think you got that covered, dude. Oh, jeez. Okay. Guess we're getting a little bit more fighting spirit out of him. Yeah, who could have seen that coming? Ah, jeez, that looked like it hurts. Okay, that's really not safe to do that. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, so how about we attack that and not us? Good luck with that. Have fun. uh, yeah, clearly you show you're capable of violence, so... But seriously, if Yoshino went to that window, he would have died, so you really shouldn't have done that. Yeah, that's the real important thing. Yeah, I think you broke a couple ribs. If you could help with that, that'd be nice. Oh, jeez. Yeah, could we, like, work on that? Because, yeah, that punch looked really deep. That looked like it did some serious damage. He suffered worse, of course, but still. Thing is big. Basically, Area 51, really. Yeah, but that is being guarded. They'll need it. They'll need good luck. Yeah, you say that like it's an easy thing. Yeah, do we have a plan to deal with that that's not violent, or... That's a problem as well. Well, how many people died to the Tree of Genesis, you know? They're still protecting it, so... Yeah, at the very least. Yeah, any plans on specifics on this? This just sounded more and more difficult the more we talk about it. Yeah, you know, that's it. Yeah, of course, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, a tree's not gonna help you destroy itself, I mean. It's basically all on, like, Hanamura. I mean, there's, like, nothing else we got, so... Yeah, good luck with that. It's a pretty cool shot. Yeah, nothing new here. Yeah, so we're just gonna direct that towards everyone else. You know, all of our enemies. Want a beverage, buddy? Of course. She was always cheeky. Yeah, who cares about any of that stuff? Not quite as frail as you might think. Yeah, not a lot of delicacy. That's a little bit rude, yeah. Definitely speaks her mind in the future. Oni-chan. Yeah, that doesn't seem quite right. I guess Oni-chan was never on the table. Didn't expect you to agree, I guess. Everyone in the show is pretty odd. Yeah, I mean, can't just not invite Yoshino. Yoshino's cool. He definitely does. Because he's it's true. Do quite like Aika's dress there. Yes. uh, yeah, it's fine. That's so surprising because you very much seem like a Aika-chan. It's a job for somebody else. I do like how they have a little model of it. I know they showed it a while ago, but I just wanted... I didn't get a chance to point that out. Yeah, there's no avoiding that. Just gotta try to minimize it as best we can. Watch what you say about Aika, boy. Aika's the cause of everything. Yeah, I mean, Hanamura is pretty much the only one that can actually destroy the Tree of Exodus, Tree of Genesis. Like, there's no getting around that. He's the only one that can do it. It's so interesting seeing this be his new priority, like actually saving the world instead of being secondary. That's something. He really does. Yes, of course. There's a great friendship there. I don't know. Hard to say at this point. Looks like things went better on that dinner as time went on. I don't know why I had trouble getting that sentence out. You know, I remember back in the day, like probably less than halfway through the show, I said something about how I thought My Hero and Yoshino were gonna have some kind of, you know, that they would bump heads and become enemies at some point. I think it said something like that. Like I thought when they found out the truth, you know, there could be a lot of conflict there, but that did not really end up happening. They were pretty strong friends through the whole thing, even when they did have disagreements on something. Like the hill arc. Sure, they should be over there. Yeah. Okay, that was the second episode of Zetsuen no Tempest, and Hakaze came back she made it so she could obviously retrieve the letter, of course, but not like she didn't like teleport back with the letter or anything like that. She just kind of got it afterwards. But anyway, she came back and told Myhiro and Yoshino everything that happened, and they didn't seem to have too much animosity towards Hakaze at all, which some people were kind of concerned with. And also kind of went even a step further, where they were kind of like concerned about Hakaze, like feeling a little bit guilty about making her go through all that. So yeah, not quite what some people might have expected from their reaction. Like Hanamura, for instance, who very much was not a big fan of their lack of, their lack of reaction to it. I guess he was expecting more yelling, crying, maybe punching. Although Hanamura definitely took care of that this episode. That whole thing definitely reminded me of what we had between Hakaze and Yoshino a few episodes ago, where Hakaze wanted him to cry over the Aika thing. Like, it reminded me a lot of that. Very similar. But, it's just, I don't know. Like, I do get kind of where Hanamura's coming from, but, like, if somebody doesn't want to have that kind of reaction, that's their right to not do it, Like, I don't know. I feel like he overreacted there. Like, not everyone has to throw a temper tantrum every time something tragic happens. Like, different people are different. They will have different reactions. That's kind of why there's value in reaction videos, because some people will have different reactions. Some people watch a certain episode of Zombieland Saga and laugh when the character gets hit by a truck, and some people don't laugh. It just, people have different reactions. That's just how it is. But so yeah, I'm not a big fan of how Hanamura handled that situation, really. But it probably helped them, I guess. It seemed like it. But Hanamura is gonna have a lot to do. Like, Triogenesis, we had to destroy it. We've known that since like last episode at least, maybe before. But it's gonna be a problem because the rest of the world kind of wants to protect it. Like, ships and stuff around it. They're like, no, don't come close. This is our tree. It's a very special, important tree. No touchy. No touch. So we got to deal with that because they're going to try to stop us, and we don't really want to kill them either because that would cause more problems going forward. I mean, there's going to be some problems going forward regardless, because if they destroy that tree of Genesis, people are going to take issue with that. People are going to retaliate in some way, but we're going to try to like minimize it, I think, is kind of what we're thinking here. Because yeah, it's going to be rough, but Hanamura is the only one that can really do real damage to it. Because I think they said Hakaze couldn't use her magic within near it because, well, of course, the Tree of Genesis would now want to be attacked, so it's not going to help with that. So that makes sense. Definitely makes sense. But that's basically where we're at right now. We have to do that and do it well as best we can. The episode was actually called Aika, wasn't it? Aika, which I guess is because they show the flashbacks of when they met her. But the meeting was definitely pretty interesting. I like to see that. That's like when they all met. So very important to see. I don't know much how much I don't really know how much I have really to say about it, but I did like it. It's always interesting seeing people's first meeting because, as the audience, you kind of get used to their dynamic they have with each other. But that's probably not how it always was. There always had to be a beginning where there was no dynamic. It was much more awkward. So, because of that, it's almost always interesting to see when people meet for the first time. I usually do love seeing that in anime because of that. And yeah, Aika was just Aika was Aika. I wouldn't say she was all that different than currently, except that she came across as less cheeky, I guess. She doesn't know these people very well, so she was kind of trying to be more formal than she would, of course, be, usually. But my hero was definitely the one that pushed the most for more of a casual kind of dynamic. She jokingly called him my hero at first. Like, oh yeah, that's fine. It's like, oh, really? I just kind of messing around. I thought you'd be mad at me or something. It's like, no, you're right. It's cool. I can't argue with that. You want to call me my hero? It's fine. So yeah, my hero was definitely seemed to be the one that pushing for the kind of casual relationship. And then it was funny how I was like, oh, Yoshino, so you're here too. Okay, I get that you were invited, but like, wouldn't you normally turn it down, to be polite? Like you would be invited from politeness and turn it down for politeness' sake and all that, but no, there was none of that here. He was like, yeah, he told me to come, so I came. So it's that simple. And it was a little bit funny when she realized Yoshino was not his family name, but his given name. So that was also pretty funny. I mean, I kind of forgot that, I think, at some point. I don't know. He's always just been Yoshino to me. I never really realized he had another name, to be honest. He's always just kind of been Yoshino. So. But yeah, I did quite like Aika's little dress there. Formal, but also cute, so I'd say not bad. We seem to have a lot of these little talks between Samon and Yamamoto, don't we? Just like various spots. It seems like those two talk alone a lot. But yeah, just the friendship had between Yoshino and My Hero has been one of the cooler aspects of the show. It just very well done friendship. You really feel the bond, and we have seen it has been very well fleshed out. You know, we've had plenty of flashbacks and stuff back in the day, and we've seen it go through many trials. Like the biggest trial, of course, being the whole Aika thing. Like, yeah, by the way, your sister's my girlfriend. I kind of kept that a secret. My bad, you know. Like the friendship's been through a lot throughout the course of the show, and the flashbacks and all that. So the fact that it's still so strong and all that at this point, you know, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. You know, there's not really a lot of great friendships in anime. Like, you know, with a lot of like harem anime, the protagonist will usually have like a male friend that just feels like kind of like the butt of a lot of jokes, you know. Clannad kind of comes to mind. But, you know, that's kind of what I see a lot. Well, I feel like I see a lot in anime. So to see something like this where it is very even, you know, few very cool characters that are just both more or less equally important to the plot, just doing their best to help each other out, you know, help themselves out, go pursue their goals. I don't know, I really like it. One of my favorite aspects of the show, I would say. So I just wanted to point that out since it was on my mind. Like, just everything that they've been through is just pretty great. But yeah, good episode. I definitely interested to see when we will actually mount our assault against the tree, the heart of the tree. That should be something. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.